I'm Jennifer Williams and I'm the director at Mon Interiors. Mon Interiors is an interior design studio. We work on both residential and commercial projects across North Wales, but the rest of the UK and internationally as well. Founded it in Holyhead, started on Anglesey and now we're based over in Conway. Yeah, so we got appointed as lead designer alongside DEWIS Architecture on both schemes. We've taken charge on all of the interior fit-out element of the projects really, and worked alongside them from the outset on all of the planning through to now, and we'll still support them really until the project is finished and keys are handed over. There's a bit of a misconception around interior design. I think people see the finished product and they think it's just the finishes and what you see that are part of the interior design process, but actually it's a lot more than that. There's a bit of a design process in which we go through things, and it has to start ideally from when the architects start with the general arrangements of the space right at the very beginning. So we have to be working alongside them from the outset. It's not just, you know, picking wall colours and furniture and things. It's a case of getting involved in electrical planning, technical drawings, all that kind of thing. So we've really been there from the beginning with them, and it's been a collaborative process from the outset. And yeah, it's a lot more work than what people realise. We are very much driven by either a brand or the purpose of the building. There's got to be longevity, there's got to be something that is a little bit more niche, there's got to be something that people can't actually copy, because you want people to be inspired by what businesses are doing, but you need variation and everyone to have their own niche in order for everybody to benefit from that. It's only once we know that we start working towards a scheme where we start taking into consideration the location, the local area, the architecture, the actual colour schemes and all that kind of thing. Although that seems like it's at the heart of the project, that kind of comes after, really. You've got to think about the function and the longevity of the project first, so it's probably a little bit backwards to what most people think, really. HSBC in particular is quite an old, well, very old building. One that had a lot of original architectural features that for various reasons we can't always keep, but we wanted to try and reinstate some of those just to kind of capture the history of the building and just keep the soul, I guess, because it's so easy these days to strip out a building, redo it. You kind of do lose that feeling of what was there before, and that was something we really wanted to hang on to. In terms of colour palette and style, we've tried to be driven by the architecture, the period that the building was originally built in. So all of the colours are quite sort of heritage colours that we've used. We've tried to replicate as closely as possible the architectural features like coving, panelling, the style flooring, floor tiles. So it's got a bit of a link back to what it would have been at one time, but just with a bit more of a contemporary spin to fit with modern day living, really. I'm from Holyhead originally. It's where all of my friends and family live. It was part of why I started my business, was because I was quite passionate about helping develop our local areas to be something so that people don't necessarily need to move away for opportunities. This scheme has given people the opportunity to, not only for Mon CF to invest in the area on quite a big level, but there are other people doing things alongside of that, because it's inspired people to think, well, you know, there's going to be more going on here, so I'm going to have a go too. You know, by sharing this process, hopefully that gives more people on a smaller level to start having a go at doing their own thing as well, because it all helps. You know, it doesn't help just to have bigger businesses doing things. You need everyone to have a go at all levels, really. And I think that that's what's needed. It's for everyone to kind of team together to do that. And it's a bit of a once in a lifetime opportunity to give Holyhead a chance to do that, or at least for a long time anyway. So when this project came along, it was, you know, it was kind of the perfect fit in a way. On a personal level, but on a professional level as well, is to create spaces that not only bring business into the town centre, which is, you know, widely needed, but it's to inspire other young people to be able to start their own businesses. And Anglesey is doing really well with their travel and tourism at the moment, and I think bringing a little bit more into Holyhead would be, you know, the main aim, really. It's going to boost economic growth, isn't it? And then people are going to see that there's, well, that I think will increase the footfall in the area. Surely it can only be a good thing, you know.